Live. Good morning. Good morning. I have the amazing Michelle Albright with me this morning as we talk about some personal branding this Make Money Monday. And I'm glad I have a guest because my voice is not doing me any favors. So, for those of you that I just spent time with in Calgary, I was up in Canada doing a training with Norwex on Friday. You guys heard me speak on Friday, and I think that I left my voice in Canada. Because literally, once I got back, I was like, I have no voice left. And this actually sounds really good compared to how I sounded over the weekend. So, super thrilled that we have Michelle here, not just to share all of her amazingness and so much knowledge for all of you this Monday, but also to take a little bit of the speaking off my plate and put it onto her plate. So,
It's a lot
so
of pressure.
happy everyone is here. I know, right? I'm just going to pass it over to Michelle and sit back down in my chair. Oh my goodness. But I am seriously so excited for this. Michelle has been an amazing member of our Modern Direct Seller Academy, as well as our VIP level. And she has been working her buns off in creating this incredible personal brand that is memorable, that stands out far beyond social media. And I'm just so excited for her to share a little bit of her story with all of you and maybe give us a little sneak peek of what she's been working on, and just a beautiful example of what it looks like to be truly a professional direct seller in this day and age that's looking forward, thinking about what her brand looks like, not just today but in the future as well. So super excited to have you, Michelle. And I do want to mention before we dive into everything, we have a pretty incredible workshop happening next Monday. I'll have my voice back by then. It's Monday, May 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And we're talking about the content creation process and how to work smarter versus harder. We're going to create a 12-week content plan together. So if you're not yet signed up for that, go do that now. Well, listen to Michelle, then go do it after. But it's at moderndirectseller.com/workshop. And as you're joining in, say hi to Michelle. Let everyone know you're here. I know we're streaming this across lots of different platforms, so I'm going to try to pull up the comments while Michelle shares just a quick introduction. So tell everyone a little bit about yourself, Michelle.
Okay. Well, hey, everybody. I am super just thrilled to be here because I absolutely adore that lady over there. She's been a huge help to
Wow.
me. But I currently live in Pennsylvania. We just moved here a couple years ago. We built a farmhouse, which is kind of like my dream house. So I just absolutely, I love it. I'm a homebody, so I love being at home. I've been married for 30 years this October. I'm like, what? When I was
Oh
putting
my
this
gosh, what are
together,
you going to do for your anniversary?
what-
That's a big one.
we're going to Punta Cana, which I know might not sound exciting to everyone,
Wow.
but it's kind of like we love it. We've been going there many years, and it's just we love this one resort. So we're going to go there for a week and just do nothing. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, I love that. I'm jealous.
But I'm
Take
not
me
old
with you.
enough. I'm not old enough to be married 30 years. I'm like, wait, what? That is like a really long time. But I have, we are empty nesters. My daughter is 26 and she lives in New York. My best friend, absolutely. There's a story on that too, New York and my business. So I'll share that in a minute. I have two puggles, which are basically my kids with fur. I mean, they keep me, they, they're basically children.
Well, and
Um,
Michelle and I are fast friends because I have a puggle also.
I
So we were
mean,
like, wait a minute. We have all these similarities and we even have the same doggy.
yeah, it's amazing. And then kind of how it leads into my business. I've always been a fan of anything that can make my life just a little bit easier. And so sometimes I struggle with that play on the word is easy because nothing's ever easy. You know, we can say simple, but then I also love things that are awesome. Awesome has been my word like forever, even when it was like
Yeah.
cool, then it wasn't cool, and now it is. I just kind of have owned it. And I think a lot of people will say, like, when they hear the word awesome, they think of me, hopefully. Not like me personally, but like
I
that's my
think of you.
word. So kind of that's where, hence where it kind of came into the love of my business. I've been a color street stylist for, gosh, this year it'll be 7 years. Like, also, what? Like,
Wow.
where's the time gone?
Yeah.
I joined immediately after trying a sample because I was just like, wait, what kind of magic was that? Again, easy, awesome. I'm like, yes, please, sign me up so I can tell everyone else about it and so they can have easy, awesome nails. So that's kind of
Yeah.
where that part of it came from. And I thought, well, if I can make a little bit of money and pay for all those back and forth trips to New York to visit my daughter, why not do it like with this just super fun product. And then two quick personal things. I love Survivor. So shout out any Survivor fans. I'm completely obsessed. And I love Orange Theory Fitness. That's another thing. People are like, oh my God, she's so obsessed with that.
You're
But
so hardcore. I feel like
I
Orange Theory
don't
is
know, I'm
like,
hard, but it gives me those endorphins that I need
yeah,
or whatever, every day kind of to survive. So,
I love that. I love it. Okay, so you have this personal brand, Easy Awesome Life, and that really stands for a lot of, what you're passionate about, not only products and Color Street and the business side, but I mean, other things beyond that too. So maybe say a little bit more about what that means to you with, your personal brand and how you're showing up. And, you know, I think at the very fundamental level, we talk about this a lot inside the academy, that people don't always want to just hear about business 24/7, right? Like I think sometimes in direct sales, we think it's our job just to talk about our products and our business and our team and our company and everything that we love. But a personal brand to me really is a lot more than just the product. So how are you really kind of putting that out there to the world as you're building your personal brand and attracting new leads and new customers and more teammates into your business?
all right. So, well, basically, I just kind of think like life is short to not do the things that make us happy, right? I mean, yeah, like I'd rather like not that there are things we have to do, but like if we can just make that just a little bit more fun or a little bit better, whether it's nail polish or like a fun life hack. Like, I mean, I can't like think of one right now, but that
Yeah.
one thing, and I should have wrote it down, but that one tip that you hear from somewhere that you're just like, what? That
Oh,
literally
yeah.
changed my life. I'll even give you one weird one is like putting a paper towel in your salad, your lettuce, so you don't have to
Oh,
throw it away, right? Sometimes people don't know that all the time. And when you share things like that, people are like, oh my God, yes, now my life is
yeah.
so much easier and more awesome, right? So I just kind of love spreading the awesome,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
finding little things that can make our life a little bit better. Um,
I love that. I love that. And so as you're building this personal brand, it goes beyond social media. So I want to spend a little bit of time talking about that today too, because I think so often when we think about branding or we think about how we're showing up and how we're connecting with people, we're thinking about really like Facebook and Instagram. So what does that look like beyond social media for you?
All right, so I will say, I gotta love me some social media because I love that we can connect with everybody anytime, all the time. But especially right now, it's sometimes just not enough. Not everybody might be on the platform that we're on at that time or whatever. So through the academy and learning about and being offered the Oh My High site that we're using. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
talk about that. I have leaned into that, and it's been very like out of my comfort zone, but also so fulfilling because I've learned to do my business in a new way. So one of the ways
Yeah.
is through blogging, because like you can share that information, on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, but then it kind of goes away and people don't see it. But I love that through blogging, I can share things that are like passionate to me or helpful to others that I think other people might like, and they just stay there forever. I love it, um, and I can refer back to it, and
Yeah.
if I'm creating content and want to link somebody back, it's always there. Plus, if somebody's just coming by my site for the polish or whatever, and they can check out the blog and see a little bit more about me, I think it helps with building connections too.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Well, and just to add to that, because I feel like, blogging is something that's been around for a while, and maybe not something in direct sales that we talk a lot about, but really it's no different than creating content for social, right? Like you're
Mm.
pulling together maybe a little bit longer content, maybe multiple paragraphs, maybe there's some pictures or a video mixed in there. But I think it's such a great way for your audience to connect with you, because it's no different than watching Netflix, right? Like you kind of go down a rabbit hole. There's all these statistics out there that on Netflix, nobody just watches one episode, right?
Mhm.
They create binge worthy content. So you're like, oh, like I have to watch the next episode and see what the next one is. You're probably averaging 2 to 3 episodes every time you watch. And I think that's the beauty of a blog, is that you can kind of go down this rabbit hole where you're like, oh, who's this Michelle? She's got like a salad tip over here with her lettuce, and she's got nails over here, and she's got this beauty tip and this life hack. And it does kind of create this rabbit hole of information. And then the other thing I would add too, just on blogging, is that it truly does gain visibility over time, which is so incredible. I'm going to brag on Susan. She's part of the academy, obviously not here today, but I was just looking up a product that her company sells. And when I typed the product name, her blog post was the first thing that popped up. And like, part of me was like, hold on, have I visited her site before? Was that like real SEO happening there? But truly, that content, when people are looking for certain things, are going to lead to you. And then they're going to kind of fall into this amazing, beautiful story of who you are and what you're all about, and really connect with you. So I think it's a great way to really build those relationships beyond, just a transaction or just a post on social. So I just
Well,
share a
and
little
I
bit more
love
on that.
too that I also have found that through that of using email more too. I also
Yeah.
do like biweekly emails, but then it's kind of sometimes maybe the email's a little bit longer, and maybe I'll take part of the email that I did and use it as a blog post
Yes.
or connected. And it just kind of, it's all become this one big thing. And then I can use
Yeah.
it for multiple other things. And that definitely fits in an easy, awesome lifestyle. It
It
makes
sure
my
does.
business so much easier if I don't have to keep recreating the wheel over and
Yeah.
over again.
Yeah.
Especially
So,
from like important posts too, important
right.
information that I can um, basically have forever. So
Yeah. Well, and I love that you mentioned email marketing being part of your marketing strategy and part of your plan, because I think that's a great way to look at it. Sometimes, we're thinking about all these different tools and our whole toolbox that we have, right? So we have our social media over here, and we have our blog over here, and we have email over here. But what I believe I just heard you say is that you create an amazing email, then you take some of that email and you put it into a blog post. So you're leading people that are getting your emails into the website where they can see your blog posts, and obviously you're gonna have links on how to shop with you there as well. So we are pushing some sales happening as well, right? But we're moving people on this journey over. Here we are, we're in your inbox, and now we're over on the blog, and then let's create more of a conversation and hop on over to social media. But it's not like you're creating separate content for each of those individual pieces. It's really fluid and connected, and almost like a web of information where things are all connected to each other. So you're not creating 15 different content pieces. You're just creating one and then dripping it out across different channels. Is that right?
yeah, and I love it. It's so easy. Yeah. So
So
much
good.
easier, yeah, than the way I was doing it.
Okay, so how were you doing it before? How has it
Oh
changed?
my
I'm curious.
God. So literally probably just like, okay, what am I going to do today? What
Yeah.
am I going to, and then like sitting there and because sometimes the creating part does take the longest.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's super amazing, why not use that super amazing thing that you spent time creating to work for you in all the ways? And so learning
Yeah.
that has saved me so much time, so much time.
That's the easy awesome life right there.
It truly is.
Right? I love that. Love that so much. Okay, so Michelle, I know we kind of already touched on a few, but what are some of the tools that you've used inside the academy, or part of some of the things that we're offering with Oh My High, to really help you build that personal brand? Like, did this personal brand just kind of like come to you overnight, or has it taken a little bit of time to develop and evolve? And what kind of resources and training have you leaned into to help gain that clarity to get where you're at? Because I'm sure a lot of people listening right now are probably like, well, that sounds dreamy, but like, how do I get from A to B, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I do think it's really odd. I think I've always been this like serial entrepreneur. Like I just
Yeah,
like working for myself. It's like it's the best, right? And it has good days and bad days, but I think I always did. For some reason, I knew I wanted to brand this easy, awesome life. Like I have big ideas like moving forward. And I think, first of all, the Oh My High, I think really brought that to like a visual where I could see it being something more because it had a place to live where I could create and do all those things.
yeah,
Um, but then, kind of like with all that, I wrote down like between just the academy and the VIP, I love that if there's anything I'm looking for or I need help, there's simple strategies. So look, I won't say easy because I think you say simple strategies in it, but they're basically pretty easy strategies that
yeah,
if I'm looking for something, I can put them in right away. The other thing is the collaboration, like being able to have other people in the business, even though they're not in the same business as me. I can show them something I'm working on, or we can talk about, like, hey, what are you doing? Or even just get feedback from somebody not inside what I'm doing
yeah.
um, is amazing. The toolkits that are provided save so much time. So that's a check on the easy, awesome life.
Yeah,
I like being able to take things and use them for myself, but then also be able to take the knowledge that I learn and share it with my team.
I
So
love that.
those are my top favorites.
I love that so much, and I think you're right. Like it's awesome, and it can be easy. We try to make it easier. Like there's still work involved,
Absolutely.
obviously, right? But it is kind of that shortcut or that starting point. And I know a lot of the things that we provide are templates. So whether you're getting started building your own website and blog with Oh My High and are trying to figure out what are the first 5 things I should blog about, or you're setting up your email marketing and you're like, what am I going to say to these people? It's like, okay,
Yeah.
here's some templates. I don't know about you, but I can take a template, or I can take an example, or I can take somebody else's draft and make it really, really good.
Okay.
But that blank paper feeling sometimes can feel like I don't even know where I can start here, right?
Like 100%. So that with the email marketing, I should have had like, because you remember back and forth, like when I was like, oh, I need to do this. Like I want to do
Yeah,
this. And, went back and the template samples, and even though they were kind of for like another, business, it was very easy to help create and work through and
yeah,
create like a email drip. Um,
right.
and yeah, I could not have done it without the templates, 100%.
Yeah. I always laugh over here because, well, Jeremy knows this, that if I am like dragging my feet and doing something, usually sending an email or writing something up, he's always like, let me just draft it. And then he writes it, and I'm like, oh gosh, no, you can't send that. Like, you can't send that to my people. I mean, he's very like, he's an engineer at heart, right? It's very direct. It doesn't have a whole lot of like bubbly tone to it. I'm like, let me, but he knows that if he creates a draft and then it's my job to like update it or edit it, I could do that so much easier. And I'm also like, no, like, let me put my own little spin on it. So I really think that that's the same way inside the academy with some of these templates we have, whether they're message templates, email templates, blog templates,
Social
being
media.
able to just have that starting point. Yeah, social
Yeah.
media, all of that, right? Like, okay, this is my starting point. This is a lot easier to modify and make my own. So I love that so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so Michelle, where can we take a peek at your site? Where can we check you out? Because I probably should have led with that, but I have a feeling that many watching, which you have like a whole fan club over here watching, by the way. Everyone's
Oh,
like, Michelle. I'm sure a lot of them are like, okay, I want to kind of visualize what does this actually look like in practice? Because like I said, sometimes you just need that example, that starting point where you're like, okay, I could see how I could do something like this for my own personal brand. So where can they find you and connect with you?
Well, I'll make it easy for you. So my website, created through Oh My High, is www.easyawesomelife.com. So you can check it out. It's kind of still a work in progress, but I absolutely love it. Like once I've had the template, I've had so much fun just creating and editing, and I can't wait to add some more things in. And then I do love me some Instagram, so would love a follow over there. You can check me out, and that is just at Easy Awesome Life on
So
Instagram.
good. So good. Love the simplicity, the ease, the awesomeness, all the things. What did we miss? Was there something else we were going to talk about? Did we cover it all,
I
Michelle?
think that's
Anything we left
it.
out?
I think that was
Okay.
it.
Oh my gosh, so good. Well, I want to thank you for taking time out of your Monday to be here. I know that things are crazy at your house. You have like painters there and dogs locked in a room, and I have
Well,
construction on the other side of this wall, and I have no voice. And we said, we're just going to go make this easy and awesome and have a lot of fun and be a little bit hot mess together today. So
I
I'm
loved it.
so excited that you're able to share a little bit of your story and a glimpse into your business with everyone tuning in. And for those of you inside the Academy, just a couple of quick reminders. We have group coaching coming up this month here in May. We also have an amazing masterclass all about video coming up in June, which we're really excited about. And I'd say the biggest thing, whether you are inside the Academy or not yet in the Academy, is this fun workshop that we have next week, because we're talking about really what Michelle has done for her business and breaking it down in a really simple way. So that workshop is going to walk you through what it looks like to build a personal brand beyond just social media, and how you can use platforms to create long form content like over on Oh My High, and then take that and turn that into your social content. So I guess maybe because we only have a few people listening right now, so I'm going to give a little bit of a spoiler of what you're going to learn next week. Two things. One, we have created, and I don't even know if you know this yet, Michelle, we have created 12 templates for long form content. So we used to have kind of like a download with a couple freebies in there. We have 12 weeks of long form content that has been basically done, fill in the blank, Mad Lib style, that's coming to everyone. I'm super excited about that. And then we're also putting together a series of content creation labs, is what I'm calling them, like a co-working session to create content that is happening starting next Tuesday. So the workshop is Monday, the 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. You can sign up at moderndirectseller.com/workshop. And then we have a series of 5 content creation co-working sessions that are happening for the following 5 business days. So it's like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then the following Monday. And of course, have like some fun prizes and bonuses and specials that we're going to share with everyone on Monday too. So I'm really excited for those sessions, because I don't know about you guys, but creating content can feel really overwhelming sometimes. And being able to come together and do that collaboratively, even if you just have that hour blocked to get the work done and you're silently hanging out with everyone, but actually working, is going to be really fun. So lots of good stuff coming up.
I can't wait.
I will have my voice back by then, guaranteed. It's going to happen. Thank you again, Michelle. I think you're amazing, and I think you're awesome. And I'm just so happy that everyone got a chance to hear from you today. So thank you again.
You're welcome. It was an honor to be here and share.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Michelle. Talk to you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.